The Vorkesh armada had surrounded Earth for 11 days before anyone on the surface said anything back. Admiral Threx-Vaal had expected pleading. Threats, maybe, from the more excitable species. He'd conquered 43 worlds and heard every flavor of desperate speech a dying civilization could offer. He had not expected silence. 11 days of it. His sensor officers kept checking their equipment, certain the human networks had gone dark from shock or surrender in progress. On the 12th day, a single transmission reached the flagship. No pleading, no terms, just coordinates, and a time, 0600 GMT, an island in the middle of an ocean called the Pacific. They want to negotiate, his tactical officer said, translating the burst of human radio chatter that had leaked alongside the coordinates. 1 representative each, no weapons, no fleet support. Threx-Vaal had laughed, a rolling, four-throated sound his crew had learned to fear, because he rarely laughed before losing his patience entirely. They have 3 warships left, rust-hulled things from their own accounts, and they want terms? But he went. Species that surrendered too easily sometimes rebuilt into problems later. Better to see this representative broken in person, memorize the shape of human defeat, and take that memory to the 44th conquest. The island was volcanic rock and green jungle, and the human waiting on the black sand was smaller than he expected, barely came up to his mid-torso plate, wearing a plain gray suit with no medals, no rank insignia, nothing. Just a woman with gray-streaked hair and a folding table she'd set up herself, 2 chairs, and a deck of ordinary playing cards sitting square in the center. "Admiral," she said, and did not bow, did not kneel, did not do any of the 43 gestures of submission his conquered species had taught him to expect. "I'm Director Amara Osei. Sit down. I want to show you a game." He did not sit at first. His personal guard, 3 Vorkesh war drones hovering at his shoulder, bristled with weapon heat he hadn't authorized. He waved them still. Curiosity, he told himself. Nothing more. "Poker," the woman said, once he'd lowered himself into the chair, dwarfing it. "You've studied our culture. You know the rules?" He did. His analysts had cataloged 12,000 hours of human entertainment media in preparation for the invasion. He knew poker the way he knew every human weakness. A game built on bluffing, on humans pretending to hold power they didn't have. "I know it," he said. "I know your fleet is a bluff too, Director. 3 ships, perhaps 4, if you've hidden one badly. You have nothing to raise with." "You're right," she said, and dealt the cards anyway. "We don't have the ships. We don't have the guns. We ran the numbers 11 days ago. Every honest simulation says we lose, and lose badly, if this becomes a fight." "Then why the silence? Why this theater?" She looked at her hand, gave nothing away, the way humans never quite could help doing even when they thought they were skilled at it. Except her face stayed perfectly, unnervingly still. "Because for 11 days, every research station, every dockyard, every reactor on this planet that could be turned into something useful has been working. Not on ships, Admiral. You'd have seen ships. On something smaller." Threx-Vaal's 4 hearts found a new, colder rhythm. "You're bluffing," he said. "I am," Osei agreed, and set her cards face down. "That's rather the point of the game, isn't it? The question you have to answer, the one every player at this table has to answer eventually, is whether you can afford to find out if I'm lying." The Admiral's communications officer's voice crackled urgently through his earpiece just then. Too fast, too frightened, reporting anomalies in 17 separate systems aboard the flagship. Systems that should have been isolated, air-gapped, impossible to reach from a rock on a beach with no visible transmitter. Osei hadn't moved. She was still looking at him, patient as stone, while 11 days of human silence finished explaining itself in his ear. "You didn't build a fleet," Threx-Vaal said slowly. "You built a door." "We've had radio for less than 200 years, Admiral," she said. "And in that time we've broken into systems that were supposedly unbreakable so many times our own governments had to write laws about it. You gave us 11 days, an active connection to your command network for negotiation relay purposes, your idea, not ours, and access to a species with absolutely nothing left to lose. That wasn't caution. That was a mistake." The silence stretched. Overhead, one of his war drones sparked, spun, and dropped dead onto the sand. So, Director Osei said, gathering the cards back into a neat, patient stack. Let's talk about terms. Real ones. Because I promise you, Admiral, we would much rather not find out what happens if I have to prove I wasn't bluffing. He believed her. That was the trouble with humans. He would write in the report he never got to send. You could never quite tell, until it was already too late, whether they were pretending to hold the winning hand or simply waiting, patiently, for you to fold first.